welcome back to the channel and welcome home to another new scooter. Here we have a Yamaha Vino 2-stroke 50cc. As you can tell, this thing is very, very beat up. And I actually got this thing completely for free. I never have had a Vino, and this motor, very similar, if not exact, to our Yamaha Jog. It's a horizontal Minarelli. Look at the amount of dirt on this thing. That's the starter back there. Absolutely zero plans on what to do with it. And all the information I know about this scooter is that it sat for a long time, and the homie that had it said it's probably blown up. We got panels hanging on for dear life over here. We got blinkers broken all over the place. And then we got this hunk of junk kind of just hanging on back here. This thing is an absolute pile. But are we about to make another bare frame stunter? Or what do we do with this thing? Most importantly, we have to see if this thing even runs. So that's our project today. We need to strip this thing down, get rid of everything that's in the way and just broken and useless, see if we can get this thing to run, or open it up and see actually what's wrong with it. If it is blown, I have another 50cc cylinder and piston that we can easily throw on, kind of get it running as a stock bike. This thing kind of looks like a little Harley Davidson how it's set up here with this big old headlight too. It's got to be a funky scooter. I've never even actually rode a Vino, funny enough. This thing also came with a tire, which is nice because as you can see, both tires, somehow both. I don't know how the front one's so bald, but the front one's even worse. I don't know if he's doing front wheel burnouts or what's going on here, but this thing has seen it all. It looks like it got laid down at a pretty high speed here by the scrape marks that are on this thing. The reason I typically do not take on these free projects is because no matter what, I end up spending more money on the project than I would have just buying a decent conditioned version of this scooter. Typically just these plastics alone, sourcing that and the other miscellaneous pieces, and you can probably find a decent conditioned Vino for $500. That's why I typically do not even take these free projects from people. And with a rusty gas tank and a few other bits we found on this one, it almost wasn't worth it either. After about 20 minutes, I was able to get the gas cap out of this tank, but look how rusty the inside of this tank is. It's terrible, boys. This is what I mean by these type of projects. Lightly clean out the gas tank, but we're also going to remove the gas tank because we can't get this seat to open, and I think if I'm able to remove the gas tank, I can reach in there and do so. So we remove the shrouds, we're going to remove the gas tank, remove the oil pump, remove the oil tank, kind of get everything out of the bits here. Also, the Vino exhaust looks a little bit different than the normal horizontal Minarellis. It is so gunked up on this bike, literally everywhere. About to soak this up in some Purple Power and then power wash or clean. This is the puddle coming off just from some Purple Power hitting this thing. We have our Vino completely stripped down. As you saw, we just pulled the carb out, and like I mentioned, the previous owner told me he thinks this thing's blown up. I thought to myself, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna pull the top end off anyways and take a look at this thing. First thing I noticed was pretty interesting because I haven't really messed with one of these motors, but they're a different spark plug than the normal horizontal Minarelli. These actually use the BPRs, which is kind of interesting. It looks like we have a cheap Chinese ignition coil in here as well. So we might change that out. I think I have an OEM one from another horizontal that should work in here. We got a lot of dry rot going on here. As you can see, this is the problem with stuff in Vegas. We don't get rust, but we get everything just turns brittle. Like this plastic is just like disintegrating as I touch it. It's insane. And as I mentioned before, we found a couple wires that are snipped. So we'll have to figure some stuff out for that as well. All right, boys. Ooh, she doesn't look blown at all, actually. All right. Oh, she doesn't look bad. Nah, this actually looks fine. There is like a pinhole in the top of the piston, though. That's interesting. Let's see what's going on there. So built up. All right, you probably can't see in there, but look at half that exhaust port. It's like some crud. Look at that. It's built up a lot, and there's a lot on the top of the piston. Let's feel this crank.
Crank feels good. Just worried about that hole up there.
We also have a really damaged exhaust here. So luckily I have a few horizontal Minarelli exhausts that we can go through and find one to throw on here. This exhaust has absolutely been through it. The crush in the header right here is probably losing all power of this motor. And then we got another crush all around here. Like, this exhaust cannot breathe at all. So we need to ditch this thing. And we're also gonna pull this piston off, put a different piston on it. Probably gonna pull the whole motor out and go through it, change that back tire. And still, as I'm working on this, I still don't even know what I'm doing with it. At this point, I'm just trying to make this thing start up. So taking this carb apart and look at the inside of this carb. This is insane. We got most of it going in the parts cleaner right now. I hope this float is even savable. This thing has literally rotted from the inside out. Everything cylinder, piston-wise, looks like we're going to be able to be reused. I thought this hole in the piston was something that burned in the piston, and it looks like by photos an OEM Vino piston has a hole in the top, which is weird. It doesn't go all the way through, but it's like a little pinhole. Interesting, right? I don't think I've ever seen that. Or maybe I just haven't noticed it because there's been char over it.
Something.
Yeah, put the motor back in the Vino, and I got mostly everything kind of hooked up to at least get this thing started. Still waiting on the final clean to throw the carb back together and actually see if we can get this thing to run, but the carb is clapped. So it's going to be basically just to hear this thing fire up and make sure everything kind of works, and not to actually get this thing dialed in or riding. So the only thing we have left to do now is the exhaust, because as you saw, the exhaust we had on it was completely totaled. Well, luckily I found two horizontal Minarelli exhausts. So we have this style one, which I didn't know I even had, S23 V8 style pipe. And I feel like these are usually better for like the stock style setups rather than an actual chamber pipe like that. So I'm gonna try this one out. We are still cleaning the carb, but we're getting it better and better every single time. This is like after the 4th pass in the ultrasonic cleaner and hand scrubbing and everything else. That bowl, as you know, was absolutely caked up and stuff. So big progress. Clean it probably another time around, and then I'm gonna send it, slap this thing together. So we got our carb all cleaned and put on there, and now we're mixing up some premix, because boys, I'm ready to start this thing up. Well, as you can see, we got our carb cleaned up and put on there now. No airbox for now. Got the pipe on there. We don't have an upjet for it. It's gonna run super lean, but I just wanna make sure this thing actually fires up right now. Can't tell if there's fuel coming out yet, but hopefully we fill up the carb. The auto choke cable is broken on here. I can't think of anything else that we need right now. So let's just see. The ignition doesn't seem too trusty. Let's see what happens. Oh wow, that was way too easy. Let me choke it. That sounded like it wanted to fire up, did it not? It sounded like it wanted to fire up the first one. I don't feel any fuel coming out. So let's take a look at the fuel. Let's see what we're getting out of here. Oh yeah, we got fuel. We for sure got fuel coming. Let's just make sure we're getting some spark here. Oh, we're definitely getting spark. I just got shocked through the whole entire bike right now. That was crazy. I just got tased damn near. Yes, sir. There we go. Yes, sir. All right, we're not getting fuel. That's the problem here. Why is it not getting any fuel? Good news and bad news with the Vino. So I walked out today into the garage after messing with it yesterday, and this whole area right here was a pool of premix. Basically all the fuel drained through the carb, which is crazy because that means that something's wrong with the petcock and also the carb. So the petcock is an intake driven petcock, so it shouldn't be pulling fuel through the tank unless the intake's pulling it through. But it drained the complete tank out last night onto the ground. So it definitely did pull through there. The good news is now we're getting fuel to the actual carb. Before we were getting fuel to the line here, but when I when I cover the carb with my hand to choke it, it wasn't getting my hand wet at all. And my hand should be getting fuel on it if you're covering the carb, but now it is. And I came out here today, no choke, and just first kick on this thing, and it ran like a champ. So, this thing just fixed itself. It's like it broke through whatever was in the carb that was blocking it on the actual fuel going into the bottom of the float bowl. But now the problem is the float's probably stuck on there, and that's why so much fuel is just draining out now. But it actually sounds pretty good. And boys, don't worry. I know we don't have cooling shrouds on it. We obviously don't care about this bike. And we're probably gonna end up wanting to build it anyway, so we do not care about blowing this thing up right now. This could be something really fun, or this can go terribly wrong. But also the exhaust pipe fit perfectly, and the kickstand actually still clears. All right, now, maybe throw the air shrouds on it. Hopefully the fuel doesn't keep leaking out, because I wanna go test ride this thing before we lose all the fuel. She leaked most of it out again. Whenever I shut her off, she wants to leak it all out, so I guess we'll just never shut it off and we should be good. No way. What the hell? What the hell-y? Well, Just had it running so good. Been running fine all morning, and the time I just want to pull it out, got some air in the tire, want to do a little circle wheelie. Now this thing doesn't want to start at all. This thing was just pouring out fuel a second ago. Now it's not getting any fuel again. Granted, this carb was probably the worst condition carb I've ever dealt with. I'm sure it's dirty again. All right, Vino. We'll see you later. I already know someone's gonna comment about not having the airbox on. I tried a few times running the airbox. It was not working at all. So I was using my hand to kind of choke it a little bit and was getting it started like that. Yeah, we now fixed the auto choke line there, and I fixed that. So hopefully that will help. And let's fire this thing up and see what we're working with this time. Oh man. Isn't that funny? Okay. That's good. Right now I basically have to give up on the Vino because it is time to get started on another project that we're working on for another video, and we have invested way too much time into this scooter when all I want to do is just hear it run. So we're going to have to put this one away for now. So somewhere between the inlet of the fuel going into the carb and the actual float bowl itself, this thing is just clunked up and damaged, and I can't see it. When I just took the float bowl off right now, it only had a couple drops in it, as before when we randomly had it where it just dumped all the fuel through. So something from when the tank had that little bit of rust still in it after I cleaned it, and it drained all that fuel through the carb. I believe something came through the tank and then clunked up in there yet again. So we're going to pull it back off yet again. Right now I just took the float bowl off and did a little carb clean, but we're going to have to let this thing come back apart and soak in the parts cleaner again. And that's why I'm kind of putting my hand over this completely. If you're doing that and there's fuel in the bowl, it would be soaking your hand. And that's just not what we're getting right now. We know fuel is making it through the line because every time I pull this line off, there's a bunch of fuel that dumps out. Sadly, I don't have another stock carb that matches that one. I have a few other carbs. I was cross using some of the parts out of there, but a few of the parts are different on those carbs, and I don't have another one of those sitting around. I do have a 70 kit over here for a horizontal Minarelli that maybe we'll just build this thing. We already have a pipe for it. Maybe we'll throw a simple 70 kit on it, throw a carb on it, and then just have it as that. I do have one funny idea that we're gonna use that Vino for, but other than that, I don't think we're gonna have much use for that thing. At least it did run at some point in this video, so we know the potential's there. Thing definitely needs a carb. This carb was probably the worst carb I have ever seen. It was half-inch thick of just crud and powder in the bottom of that carb. It was insane, and it's all in the tank. But we do now have a vino on the channel, so all the people that comment, get a vino, this one's for you boys. I'll see you guys in the next one.